What's going on YouTube? Dave back again, and today we're going to be going over the Gundam Barbatos Lupus. Alright boys and girls, here we are with all the parts laid out that come in the kit, fully assembled. Now I haven't panel lined or done any weathering or anything to it because I have a special video coming up, and that is going to be an overview on, again, using the Tamiya accent color, also using the Tamiya weathering kits, and showing you guys how to do some modifications to get a little more movement out of your kit. Now, I want to say first off, just in case you guys don't want to sit through this whole thing, that this, compared to the other kit that I reviewed, is awesome. Yeah, I had a real blast with this. This is a major upgrade compared to the other Barbatos. I am super stoked to do the video for you guys to show you how to clean this up and do little paint accents on here so that you're not having to paint the whole thing if you don't have means to do so, or you don't feel like it, but you still want to give it a personalization and make it pop. What we're going to do now is I'm going to go over each of the pieces, show you the movement, we'll put it all together, and I will give you my final thoughts, though I just kind of did. We're going to start off with the head here. I like how many pieces that came in it and all of the details. There are a few things, of course, they couldn't end up doing because it would have made it too fragile, but just thinning out these V-fins. Again, I really like the fact that they have the separate green pieces for the eyes instead of a decal. I do like how all of the different pieces nestle together. Looking at the main body here, as with the others, because it is the same frame, you get plenty of motion here with piston action. Lots of hoses, pistons to detail. This did give me some grief putting it in, but once I got it in there, it fits nice and secure. These nestle right into little notches into the collar. As you can see, lots of panel lines. There are little things like this that bother me, so we may end up eliminating that in the future video. Head to the body goes simple like this. You do get some decent range of movement, though it is hard to do a 360, though I don't know why you would want to. Plenty of up and down, side to side, starting with the arms. I do like the design of these. I love these shoulder pads for some reason. And all the panel lines and everything are awesome. You do get some good movement into the shoulder pad, and these are not trying to fall off like they were on the other one. You just kind of lift that up. You can either extend that out, move that around, or push it in and lock it into place. With the arms, you do get a good range of movement, though at the side you are going to get binding, but if you pivot it out, depending on how far it is, you are going to get plenty of movement. Folding up the arms, you get movement like that. Nice rotation with the hands. They will rotate full 360. Attaching to the body is very simple. You'll just snap that shoulder piece in, and there you go. You can do a full 360 if you so desired. Looking quickly at the backpack, very simple design. You do have these that will hold the mace slash sword slash big ass thing, will lock into there. These are removable if you wish to do so, and though it's a pain in the butt, you can pop this off and this piece, which does pivot around, and you can attach this piece, which I am assuming is for stability. This piece, of course, doesn't stay on there, but I'm assuming it's for stability while he's holding the sword, because that can be weighty, but you do have pivot points on here. So that is kind of cool. I don't plan on using it. I will throw it on an action base. Attaching to the back is very simple. Just align the pegs and push her in. Working our way down to the waist. With the front skirts, you do get some movement on here. I do like the vents that have the detail. This should have a backing on here if you're wanting to paint it and everything, just to cover that up. I may end up doing that for the video. I don't know. You do get some side to side. They will pop out fairly easy for these side skirts. Be cautious because this joint here is really tight, but you can pivot it around. You have some vents, lots of panel lining and detail options here. And of course the back. Attaching to the waist is very simple. You just line up the ball joint and wiggle it in. Now, one of the things I do like is that when it's attached, you can get a nice either crunch or you can pivot that hip forward. Moving on to the legs. And I really like these compared to the other one. A lot of things are similar, but they added some new details. You do get some movement in this ankle piece here. And you can kind of slide this up and down, but you'll see the detail that's in there. And we're going to try and figure out how to make that disappear. You get very nice side to side. No movement in the back. You do get some movement forward and back, and I'm going to show you guys how to fix that so that you can get a good range of motion and get more toe point in there. Looking over the rest of the leg, you get a fold there, and that is about it. All right, attaching the leg, I would suggest taking off this side skirt and just pop it on, and then reattach the side skirt. All right, and now it's weapon time. All right, so you get these guns that attach to the arms. They do rotate a full 360. They attach just like so. There is a little tab right here and a plug point. And doing so makes them very nice and stable. And I like these a lot. Now, as far as the sword and mace, you do get the two hands that are grippable. So you can put this in either hand. You get the two-piece hands. You will just slide that into the notch. Put the hand together. And there you go. Now, one of the things I do want to touch on is if you put the sword and the mace in the hand and you have this on here, that is going to limit your mobility because that joint will only let you do so much and it hangs up on there. So you can kind of pivot around and play with it. And the wrist actually seems to hold it fairly well. I mean, it doesn't want to fall out or anything, but it's not going to hold it up into a pose. But the arm itself will hold it up. So if you kind of prop it like that, it's going to hold it without slacking, but we will have to see what happens to that joint after time. All right, and my final verdict. Would I end up buying this again? Hell yes. This is a definite thumbs up. This was a blast to build, much less going into and detailing it, which I still have to do. For the value and everything, this is exceptional. And I think I ended up picking this up for around $26 on Amazon, though there are shops that you can pick it up at. I think it's about the same price on Hobby Wave, and maybe even if you get it out of Japan, it's about that same price. Of course, you have to pay for shipping on that. I am looking forward to the Vidar, which I should have coming, and pitting that up against this guy because I know that detail wise, he's just about in the same category. Definitely stick around, guys. If you want to see more videos, go ahead and click that subscribe button right about there. And for my last video, right about there, I plan on having a lot more videos, and then of course doing the detailing video in a little more depth when I work on this guy, just to make him a little bit sexier. That's about it for today, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I will see you guys all in the next video. Peace out, YouTube.